Hi YouTube, it's Lena and I'm here today with my Empties. Yay! So in case you don't know, my goal this year is to hit 750 empties of beauty, but that includes everything from full size, travel size, sample size, sheet masks, all of it. But it doesn't include things like, you know, candles and wax melts and stuff like that. So my goal for each month is to hit 62 to 63 items. So far, I've actually been over that every month, but first month of the quarantine, did I hit that? Let's see. So as always, I'm gonna do my makeup first, then I'm gonna hit my full travel size, and then my foils, because I know not everybody's into watching people talk about foils unless something really made an impression. Most of the time, all you can say is, well, it didn't, you know, kill my skin or anything like that. So just pulling my recycling box closer, which they're not even picking up recycling right now in my area, which kind of sucks. But at the same time, I'll just hold on to everything until they are again. That's fine. Anyways, starting off with the makeup, first thing I have sticking out is the Ulta Beauty Broad Spectrum SPF 50 Sunscreen Rose Water Setting Spray. Now, I fell in love with the Supergoop version of basically this a couple of years ago, and I find this to be very similar, but a lot cheaper. Now, I had to use it up last month because the sunscreen in it was expiring in May, even though I don't, especially in the last month, get out all too often, so I just used it as a regular setting spray, and it does work really nicely for that. Now, I know people say don't depend on just this alone for your sunscreen, but if you're wearing makeup and you're technically supposed to touch up your sunscreen every couple of hours, I think something like this is really handy. And like I said, it made a good sunscreen overall. Now, it does have a really potent, what is it? Almost hairspray smell to it. I don't really mind it, but definitely like don't get something like that in your eyes. All right, so next is something I didn't like nearly as much. This is the Neutrogena Hydra Boost, not mousse, Hydrating Tint. It's a foundation. And it comes with one of these stupid doe foot applicators, and I hate this for foundation because as you can see, I can't get everything out even with the stopper popped out. It drove me crazy. Now, I ended up really not liking this foundation by the end though. No. When I did a review on it, I had worn it for about a week at the time, and I gave it a pretty fair rating overall. Like, the color didn't match me then, but, you know, I thought, you know, it's a little on the thinner side, you can kind of get away with it, but I don't know if I got paler, which is totally likely. But this really did not match me. So I would have to like scoop some out, mix in some foundation whitener, and it just got really tedious really quick. Plus, anything with hydro in the name is not built for my oily skin, and it just, I don't know if I was wearing the wrong primer with it recently, probably, but it would just turn into a mess at the end of the day. So if I wore like a full-on matte primer with it, it would work better, but yeah. I wouldn't buy it again anyway because Neutrogena is not cruelty-free, but because I am trying to go cruelty-free. Speaking of not cruelty-free, we have a chapstick. I've never actually finished one of these before. I have finished lip balms before, but not an honest-to-God chapstick. This is the Cake Batter scent. It did smell really nice. I'm not sure if it was the best at moisturizing, but it was alright. But like I said, can't buy it again. Something I can buy again when I need to is the AOA Studio Makeup Sponge. This is the 155, like $1.55 version. They're super soft, they blend your makeup, they're great. So I definitely recommend these. I have several in my desk, but right now I'm using something from, I think, Pure? I think it's Pure. I don't know. I got it in a BoxyCharm, but since I got it, I figured I would use it, and it's actually decent. Let's see, next we have the Herborian Glow Cream. Now, I initially thought this was a moisturizer until I looked it up. It's a glowy primer, and that's what it does. It's not made for my skin, but I used it up. And it was fine for what it was. Let's see. Here we have the Tarte, what is this, Smooth Operator loose powder. I ended up popping off the sifter at some point because it just got really, really tedious after a while because there were only like 2 little holes in this that you have to bang the product through. set my makeup fine, but it didn't keep me very matte overall, so I wouldn't purchase it for that alone. But the other thing that bothered me about this is that I don't know if it was like super finely milled or what, but it did not like to stick to a brush. So I would have to kind of struggle to get it to stick to my brush so that I could put it on my face. I mainly used it to set under my eyes, and for that it was great. But if I wore it all over my face like I did plenty of times, not really made for me. Let's see, perfume sample, I'll get to those in a minute. Here we go, here's a lipstick. Yay, I finished a lipstick. Or a lipstick product, I guess I should say. It is the Neutrogena Moisture Smooth Color Stick in pink grapefruit. But I mean, I cleaned that sucker out. There's a little bit left, but it scratches my lips. It's not the most flattering color on me, but I would mix it with lip liners and stuff. It's actually a really good formula. This is something that I probably would have purchased again if Neutrogena didn't test on animals. But what can you do? And I'm sure I can find similar products to that. Here we have another MAC Strobe Cream Mini. I'm just trying to get through my hoard of them. I do really like that as far as mixing in with a foundation, but test on animals. Here is the Thrive Cosmetics, what is this technically called? Liquid Lash Extension Mascara. This is kind of a tubing mascara. It like adds length to your lashes. I really show you the brush. This is just a mini, but I have the full size. The brush is exactly the same. I love this mascara. I tested it out for an Ipsy video, which I'm behind on those. Definitely plan on getting caught up on that this month while, you know, can't go out. But I tested this for an Ipsy video. I will figure out which one it was and link it down below because I actually have like pictures and all sorts of good stuff for it. But I really, really liked this. I liked this so much that when Ipsy had an add-on of the full size, I bought it. And let me tell you how much I really like it. Once I go through some more mascaras, including the one that I have, I would pay the full $24 for it. It's that good. It really, really is. I'm not exaggerating. They don't know me, they don't pay me, nothing like that. It's just that damn good of a mascara. And final not just full, but like final piece of makeup is the Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter in the shade Pearl. It was like a pearlescent white. I finally finished the whole damn thing. They got caught selling in China recently, so I wouldn't purchase. If they hadn't though, I would, because I really like this. I know that the ColourPop highlighters are similar though, so I can just order one of those online and it's fine. But these smelled really good. I love their butter scent or whatever it's technically called, but will not be repurchasing from those because that's pretty shady. When you will delete comments off your Instagram because you don't like what people are asking you. That's what they did, y'all. It's like, just come out and admit it, guys. I can respect and understand if a business wants to expand. You know, morals aside, I can respect a business decision. When you're being sneaky about it, it really pisses me off, though. All right, let's get through these samples real quick. Oh, shoot, there that went. I tried actually 2 shades from the Beauty Blender Bounce Airbrush Liquid Whip Concealer. I tried the 100 Sea Light Ivory, which was way too cool toned for me. It looked really weird under my eyes. And the 140 Neutral Tone Light Neutral. But that one worked a bit better on my face. It was a hair dark, but not in a super noticeable way. They have a neutral shade that I think is like 110 or 120 that I think would really work best for me. Like, the 100 is about pale enough, but it looked kind of like a bruise underneath my eye. Like, I had to doctor it a decent bit to make it look alright. But the concealer itself was really nice. I don't know if I would necessarily purchase a full size, but I would love to get like a mini in the correct shade. Like, it didn't crease or go crepey or anything on me. I'm trying to put this somewhere and it won't sit still. What didn't work quite as well was the Clinique Beyond Perfector Super Concealer. This just had like no coverage to it. I used both Very Fair 04 and Moderately Fair 12. Like I said, this one was on my eyes, this one was on my face. And no, it didn't really do it for me, so pass on that. I mean, even if I could buy Clinique, I would pass on that because I actually used to love Clinique products, so. Another thing that I cannot have in a full size, but I got sent a sample of it through something, is the Lancome 10 Idole Ultra Wear in 110 Ivory. Love this foundation. Really wish they were cruelty free. And finally, we have the Tarte Double Duty Beauty Base Tape Primer. This has like that Tarte scent that comes in their palettes, like that cocoa scent, so that was a nice plus, at least for me. I know not everybody likes scented products. But it's hydrating, so it's not really made for me, but it didn't make me hella greasy either. It made me kind of greasy, but not hella greasy. So if you're a little less oily than me, but if you want a hydrating primer, this is one I would actually recommend. I also have 2 perfume samples real quick. I really need to know if Juliet Has a Gun is cruelty free or not. I find conflicting stuff between blogs, so I'm not sure. I hope they are though, because if they are, I would probably purchase this perfume for myself. Now, the reason why it's called Not a Perfume is that it has like this one note to it, and I have to find it on here. It is the single ingredient Cetalox. So it's something that is like not quite a note in perfumes, but is in a lot of perfumes. I can't describe this scent at all. It's something I would never normally go for, but for whatever reason, I guess it works well with my body chemistry or something. But not only do I like it on me, I always get compliments when I get one of these and wear them. So yes, I really hope they are cruelty free. I know it's hella expensive though, like it's $135 a bottle, but perfume's expensive. So another one that I probably would get, I do like YSL's perfumes more often than not, but definitely not cruelty free. This is Mon Paris. Let me open the box so that I can read you scent notes. That's why I started keeping these boxes, was that I could actually talk about like scent notes and whatnot. Let's see. The sensuality of white petaled musk, enlightened with a vintageous doTERRA accord and balanced by the intensity of an exceptional patchouli. For someone that likes really sweet scents, I do like stuff that usually has patchouli in them, so I'm actually not that surprised that I wound up really liking this. But like I said, can't get it. Anyways, let's get into the big Mama Jamma box. Just moving stuff around a little bit. First, I have this big honker on top. This is the Tree Hut Peppermint Frost Shea Sugar Scrub. It has peppermint oil in it. It comes out around Christmas time. I would totally buy this again. Not only do they make really nice scrubs, I love peppermint anything. Like that's just one of those scents that I really love, especially around Christmas time. So would definitely repurchase that. Let's see, we have the Peter Thomas Roth Cucumber Gel Mask. Normally it is like bright green, but I can't quite tell you what this did for my skin, but it was a nice experience to like slather it on while I was in the bathtub and just like sit back and relax. I could technically do that with any mask though. So, and like I said, I can't quite tell you what this did for me. So I couldn't even seek out, wouldn't even want to seek out like a cruelty-free substitute, because Peter Thomas Roth tests on animals, unless it was really inexpensive, like under $20. Then if I could find one from the right brand, I probably would pick it up. This is $55 though. This was a Christmas gift, so I would not repurchase that. Here we have the Vichy One-Step Cleanser for sensitive skin. It was alright, nothing special. Couldn't repurchase even if I wanted to. Something that I might actually repurchase. I pick up the Sol de Janeiro holiday kits every year, and this was part of one of them. I actually bought 2 of these kits because they still had them for sale when I had some extra Christmas money. But this is a mini of the Sol de Janeiro Coco Cabana Cream. Now, when I initially tried this scent in a little sampler, like a little cardboard card that you could squeeze out and get a like one use of lotion, it smelled like buttered popcorn on me. Apparently they had to reformulate the whole formula because something about the scent would turn into like popcorn on people. I was not the only person that had that problem. This smells a lot, I got some on my nose, some residue on my nose. This smells a lot sweeter than that old one was, and I think that really helped. My dogs still fell in love with it, but they didn't quite just lick it all freaking off, and they honestly couldn't because this is a gel formula. It's not the same as the original. It sinks in a lot quicker, which for me, at least during the warmer months, totally works. Now when it's colder outside, I do like something a little bit thicker, but this was amazing. I would totally repurchase. I know it's an expensive ass lotion. That's why I buy the holiday kits every year, because you get like a couple of different sizes and a couple of things to try out, and those are totally worth it. Just, you know, wait till you can get some kits. That's what I do. Next is the Skin & Co. Truffle Therapy Face Toner. I don't think this really did anything for me. Would not purchase. That I got as part of a My Subscription Addiction swap, but it came in a FabFitFun box. This was from BoxyCharm. It is the Pharmacy Clean Bee Ultra Gentle Facial Cleanser. I've always been the one to say, I don't think you need to spend a ton of money on cleansers. They kind of just go down the drain. You can definitely get something from the drugstore that can do the job. I actually really liked this. I might be eating my words on this one now. This did last me quite a while, so I $22 for this. It had that going for it. It lasted me for 4 or 5 months, honestly. I only washed my face like with soap at night, so that would certainly help stretch it out. I just use like a micellar water in the mornings because there's usually nothing on my face but like some sweat that might have collected during the night, plus just like, you know, crud from your pillow and all that jazz. Like, there's no like makeup or anything you're trying to get off at night, or just, you know, the dirt from the world. So I don't wash my face with soap in the mornings. That's why cleansers, if they're not in my shower, like this was in my shower, so I tend to burn through those that are in my shower. I think I just overuse in the shower, I don't know. Or maybe I was more careful with this because it's $22. That could be it too, but the smell's really, really good. It does smell like a more floral honey, but definitely a honey note in there. And it was just a really nice experience overall. So, I don't know. I really, really like it, but I don't know if I'm going to spend $22 on a damn cleanser. This also lasted forever from Pharmacy, and I might bite the bullet and buy this again. I want to try a few cheaper options first. It is the Pharmacy Green Clean Makeup Melt-Away Cleansing Balm. This also smelled really good, and if you smell really good, I tend to be more favorable towards you product-wise. This smells like green apple to me. Now, it didn't look like this came with a lot of product. It's only 15 milliliters of product, but this lasted me forever. You know, I just used it to take off my eye makeup. I would normally use either what I'm trying to use up right now or my makeup wipes, but otherwise like a micellar water to take off my face makeup. But this definitely took out the eye makeup really well, so I did really enjoy it. I'm actually thinking about trying to do a video on cruelty-free balm cleansers. I know other people have done them in the past, but brands come out with new ones all the time. I just bought an e.l.f. one actually, so, you know, to test out for that purpose. This is the Ampoule in Peptide Shot Ampoule. I like to have some kind of essence step in my skincare, and I use ampoules and essences interchangeably. I know they're technically different things. I just use them as the same. Just as another boost of moisture without it being really heavy because it sinks in really quickly but still leaves me moisturized. That's why I use them. And this was definitely alright for that sort of step. I don't know the status of the brand's cruelty-free status. Everything made in South Korea is cruelty-free technically. They don't test on animals there. It matters whether or not they sell to China. A lot of the brands do, but not all of them. So if you want cruelty-free Korean skincare products, you can find them. COSRX is actually a really good brand. Most of their products are also vegan if that's something you are concerned about. This was definitely nice for that. I got it from 0.8 liter. That's where I get a lot of my Korean beauty stuff from because they send stuff out to test. But it definitely worked for what I wanted it to work for, and it's relatively inexpensive. But the thing is, I went through it really quickly though. Like once I started using it every day, I went through it in like 2 months. That would be the one thing. The COSRX stuff that I use for that stuff, that lasts me 4 or 5 months for about the same price. So I would stick to it. But that was still pretty good. It's not a month for me without a thing of Epsom salts, Dr. Teal's. This is the Eucalyptus and Spearmint. Love it. Would repurchase. I bought the bubble bath recently that still has like the Epsom salts in it. So that's what I'm using right now, and I'm going through it just as fast. But I had it, so I didn't repurchase that just yet, but I'm sure I will in the future. Here we have an eye cream. This is the Juice Beauty Stem Cellular Anti-Wrinkle Eye Treatment. Comes with a little pump like this, so it stays nice and clean rather than having to like scoop it out of a tub. I know a lot of people are concerned about germs normally with that sort of thing. This was a pretty good eye cream. I will give it that. I don't think it was $50 worth. So I got it from BoxyCharm. All of this line is really expensive. The only thing that I have found remotely worth the price, because the serum actually hella breaks me out, but the moisturizer that's like $70 is really good. And they had it for the 21 Days of Beauty recently, and they had it last year because that's how I got my full size. I got 2 Zany Laney sprays. Unfortunately, they're going out of business, so I will link them down below. So if you want to pick up some heavily discounted products, you totally can. But this is the scent My Condition. It is coffee, cream, and vodka. It is based off of The Big Lebowski. Really do love me a good coffee scent in certain times of the year, and that one definitely filled that void. Next we have Gatekeeper and Keymaster. The scent notes are 50-50 bar, strawberry, and ginger. This is based off of Ghostbusters, the original Ghostbusters, obviously. Definitely awesome. I would recommend it. Ew. So this is a big old moisturizer I have in here. I didn't use about half of it as a moisturizer. This is the Ready, R-E-D-D-Y, Aloe Vera 90 Aloha Moisturizing Cream. I used the other half of this that I still had to make hand sanitizer. Now, what I was supposed to do, but I couldn't find the stuff for it, is to get pure aloe vera gel, 91% alcohol, like rubbing alcohol, and mix them together in the right combination. I can link the recipe down below if you guys would like in my description box. But I couldn't find any aloe vera gel once all of this virus stuff began, and you couldn't find hand sanitizer anywhere. Well, a lot of people apparently looked up the recipe like I did, because you couldn't find aloe vera gel anywhere around me either. So I tried this. It kind of worked. It's not quite the right consistency. I have to shake it up before I use it because it kind of separates, because this still has like extra moisturizing properties in it. Even though it's like 90% aloe vera gel, it's still not totally aloe vera gel. But it works for what I need it to. It still sanitizes everything because of that isopropyl alcohol in it. The aloe vera is really only in there to make sure it doesn't dry the absolute piss out of your hands. Now, that aside, I did love this as a moisturizer. I just sacrificed it to the greater good. It wasn't trying just to get rid of it. I love anything aloe vera based. That's just one of my favorite smells. So I don't know about their cruelty-free status, but I'm sure I can find at least some brand that has an aloe vera moisturizer that I can repurchase, if not this one. It's not that uncommon of a thing, but I did really like it. And I have to say that because I had an actual something I used for a moisturizer in here. This is the, what are you? Oh, the Eliza Vecca Aqua Hyaluronic Acid Water Drop Cream. They're a little hard to get in the States, but they don't sell in China. They are cruelty free, I do know that. But I did really like this as like a light moisturizer. Like to the point where I would actually consider purchasing it again if I could get it fairly easily. I think I can get it on Amazon though. I have plenty of moisturizers right now. You just do when you have subscription boxes like I do, so I don't need to go out of my way to repurchase. I don't know their cruelty-free status. The Love Beauty and Planet Citrus Peel Radiant Refresher Uplifting Dry Shampoo. It's another one of those you kind of get conflicting things back and forth. But, because it says not tested on animals on the back, but they might be one of those that don't verify their suppliers very well. But it was a pretty good dry shampoo. I would recommend it. I personally like the more powdery ones because they are actually what soaks up the oil in my hair. So take that into account. We have a set of bath gloves that I like to exfoliate with. But I actually bought like a 12-pack on Amazon somewhat recently. So these I think are from Walgreens. They sell them at Walmart. They sell them basically everywhere. But that's where I got mine. Have some boogie wipes. These are what I keep at my desk to wipe away swatches. I'm trying to use up all of my back stock of these as well because I want to just go to using micellar water and like a wash rag at my desk too for when I do my makeup. Let's see, Dollar Shave Club razors. I go through about one of these a month to every other month, just depending on how often I'm actually shaving. They're pretty great razors, especially for how cheap they are, and they don't test on animals. So let's see. I think we are at the bottom of the barrel. So this is the last not foil wrapped or sheet wrapped product. It is the Vasanti Brighten Up Enzymatic Face Rejuvenator. This is a really great face scrub if you're into a physical exfoliant. I would definitely recommend it. Now, sheet masks. These are always fun. We have the Sue Purifying Black Charcoal Mask, wood repurchase, very inexpensive, doesn't test on animals, you can get it at Walmart. And it's like black, so it makes me look ridiculous, but it's a really good mask, especially if your skin's all messed up like mine's been. This was a hot mess. This is the Mask Bar Luminizing Charcoal Peel Off Mask. I don't know if it had dried out in the packaging or what, but I couldn't get enough out for even a full mask. And on top of that, it wouldn't spread correctly, so I wound up using something else with it, but no. Burt's Bees Hydrating Sheet Mask with Clary Sage. I don't know if this had just gotten old, but this burned my eyes when I used it, so not fun. Wouldn't get another one. Soap and Glory Speed Plump Miracle Moisture Mask. This is really good, so I would recommend that. A Karuna Hydrating Plus Face Mask. I wish they were cruelty free or I would keep buying them, but I got this pack through a FabFitFun box, and they will be my last ones. They are really good quality masks. Also this one, this is the Age Defying Mask. And last two sheet masks I have in here are from Sweet Chef. This is the Kale and Vitamin B mask. This is the Ginger and Vitamin C mask. Both were great. They're from a company that doesn't test on animals, and especially if you really like that super thin, so heavily saturated, sticks right to your skin masks, they're great. And three of them were worth like $10.50, so they're not horribly expensive either as far as face masks in the States go. I know you can get cheaper, Sue is cheaper, but it also had like a high quality mask, sheet mask feeling to it. Alright, so we got some foil samples and then we're done. Which is good because my battery's dying. We have the L'Oreal Revitalift Triple Power Serum and Moisturizer. They were alright. The Dry Bar Hot Toddy Heat and UV Protectant. I normally air dry my hair, so I just used this for that. And it was fine as far as keeping the frizz down on my hair, but I don't know about the heat protected part. Skin & Co. Face Gommage. This is a really, really light face scrub. If you like a very light face scrub, I do recommend it. I just like something with a little more scrub to it. This surprised me at how much I liked it. This is the Weleda Skin Food Body Butter. I really liked this as far as the moisturizer was concerned, so I would potentially seek that out. Here we have a Chlorine Nutrition Nourishing Shampoo and Conditioner with Mango Butter. I did like these. A little on the pricey side for what I would spend for shampoo and conditioner, but they were good. Biore No Strip, it's fine. A Juice Beauty Stem Cellular Anti-Wrinkle Moisturizer, since I mentioned that earlier. This is really good. If you want a high quality, higher end moisturizer, this is what I would recommend. And it has a pump like on the tub, so you don't have to stick your hand in either, which I do appreciate. I will use something that I have to stick my hand in. I'm not that germophobic, but I appreciate when the option is there. Here we have something that annoys me. The Paula's Choice Skin Perfecting 2% BHA liquid. I hate it when they put liquids in these little packets because they get everywhere. So I can't really tell nothing about them. And finally, the L'Oreal Extraordinary Oil Nourishing Shampoo and Conditioner. I wish this was cruelty free because this is a bomb ass shampoo and conditioner. I've gone through a full size before. So, question of the hour is, did I hit my goal? And no, sadly I did not. I got close though. Now, I'm not surprised I didn't hit it. Everything going on currently, because you can't say the name of the virus or else YouTube will demonetize your videos because they suck like that. So you have to kind of hint around it and sound kind of stupid while you're talking. But with everything that's going on, a lot of project panners that I've been watching videos of and talking to, a lot of us aren't using our stuff as much as we normally would. So, not surprised. It's okay, guys, because some people have been feeling really bad about themselves for setting goals and not meeting them, and it's like, we got shit going on. It's okay. You don't have to use up all your shit's super strong right now. If you don't want to put on makeup or do skincare and stuff like that, you ain't got to do it. It will make you feel a little bit better about yourself probably if you take the time to do it. The whole definitely indulge in self-care while you're stuck at home thing because it makes you feel better is very true. I'm sure not going out anywhere looking like this, unfortunately, because I think I look pretty damn good, but you know, we do what we got to do, and right now what we got to do is stay the hell home. Anyways, I hit 57 products. Normally I try to do 62 to 63 depending, so like I said, I got close, and I've had a surplus the last couple of months, so that's gonna help me here. So I think I'm on track as far as going to next month, going through April is concerned. So I definitely already have some empties, and I was slow to start last month because I was already not feeling great, and then halfway through the month all of this stuff started happening. So it wasn't meant to be, and that's okay. But that is it. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I do really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you later. Bye.